when I'm doing TV and I got 18, God damn it, can't everybody stop for 10 minutes? I mean, everybody seems that's the only, everybody can we stick, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's not that much to ask. Is that when everybody has to move when I'm trying to concentrate?
Hey, somebody has run out on the field. Some goofball in a hat and a red shirt. Now he takes off the shirt. He's running down the middle by the 50. He's at the 30. He's bare-chested and banging his chest. Now he runs the opposite way. He runs at the 50. He runs at the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes. The 20. They're chasing him. They're not going to get him. Waving his arms, bare-chested. Somebody stop
Look
that
out,
man.
here comes the blue coat,
Oh,
Kevin.
they got him.
Here
They're
comes
coming
the blue
from the
coats.
left. Oh, and they tackle him at the 40-yard line.
I'm sorry to explode my guy, but it's like no one's ever worked on TV here before.
That was the most exciting thing to happen tonight.
Welcome to the ENFLP, the Egyptian NFL podcast. My name is Muzzy.
And my name is Abdo.
Oh, week 7 is wrapped up. We're going into week 8 now. We're almost there, halfway through the season.
It went by so quick, man.
Yeah, man.
So quick.
The NFL season goes by really quickly, and then it's over, and then off-season takes forever.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a full year.
Yeah, it really is a full year.
You wait for a full year.
You really do wait a long time for it. I hope the rest of the season takes its time because I'm really enjoying this season like I do every season.
I'm enjoying this season.
As well. A lot of things are happening.
But last year was more exciting for me. I don't know why. Maybe because it was new.
Okay.
But I feel last year was more exciting.
Man, I really like what there's a lot of running back play is a bit different this year. You know, you don't have a lot of consistent running back play this year as you do last year.
But I think the running backs are shining this year.
There are a lot of new running backs compared to last season. You know, I feel like the era of running backs are changing a little bit. You know, with Adrian Peterson getting injured, with Eddie Lacy getting injured. Two of the players being on your fantasy team.
Yeah, man, that was
injured.
such a drag.
Yeah.
That was such a drag.
Jamal Charles being injured, still not being back.
But Kansas City, they have Ware.
Yes, and
It's pretty good.
yeah. So
Pretty
Stephen
good.
Ware's coming in.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of new running backs are coming into the league, which is pretty exciting.
Good running backs.
Yeah, definitely.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Elliott
crazy.
is pretty exciting stuff.
Ajayi.
Jeremy Hill, Ajayi. A lot of very exciting changes happening this year in the running back position, in the quarterback position.
And some running backs are disappointing, like Gurley.
Todd Gurley, man. We'll get to Todd Gurley when we talk about the Rams, but I was reading an article about why Todd Gurley's struggling this year.
I think I read the same
article. I don't think it's him, but we'll get to that when we talk about the Rams. Let's get started, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Week 7, the first game of Week 7 was the Thursday night game. The Chicago Bears at the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers winning 26-10. The Chicago Bears are now 1-6. The Green Bay Packers are now 4-2. Aaron Rodgers, do not doubt Aaron Rodgers.
Did they lose the week before? They lost.
Yes.
That's the thing. They lose. People are like, Aaron Rodgers. They blame him. They put him down. Then the next week he wins.
Yes.
And he's amazing.
Yeah, it's flip-flopping when it comes to Aaron Rodgers.
But they need to be consistent.
They do.
If they want to be like a top team, they need to be consistent.
They definitely
Because
do.
when they lose badly. Man.
Yeah. But let's be fair to him, okay? He had 326 yards, 3 touchdowns. The rushing game for the Green Bay Packers is going through a transition with Eddie Lacy being out for the season.
Yeah, that's a shame.
They're not having a replacement for him. Ty Montgomery.
Is his name Ty or T.Y. Montgomery?
No, it's Ty Montgomery.
Like T.Y. Hilton.
No, it's not like T.Y. Hilton. It's Ty Montgomery.
Ty?
Yeah, this guy's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
But he led the Packers in rushing yards. He had 9 carries, 60 yards rushing. And in receiving, he had 66 yards receiving and 10 catches. He was the main player for the Packers this week. All right, so he's someone to look up to if you have a fantasy team. Pick him up. Abdo, you picked him up.
I picked him up.
I tried picking him up.
But I beat you.
Yeah, you beat me to it, definitely. Devontae Adams had a career game. 13 receptions, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. Devontae Adams, the Green Bay Packers have been hoping for him to have a game like this for about 2 years now. He's been kind of flopping, but Good for him finally being the receiver the Packers want him to be. Jordy Nelson was non-existent. 1 reception, 9 yards. The Packers are going through a transition. You need to give them some time. The Chicago Bears.
I thought last year was a transition year for them.
For the Packers?
Yeah.
Man, it seems like they're hitting a lot of speed bumps. They're hitting a lot. They're like you said, they're trying to find consistency.
Okay.
The Chicago Bears. Remember last week I said Jay Cutler should never play a game for the Chicago Bears again with Brian Hoyer at quarterback. What happened to Brian Hoyer against the Packers?
He messed up.
He broke his arm.
Oh my God! I
His
didn't know
left
that.
arm.
He broke his left arm.
He broke his left arm. Matt Barkley had to play the rest of the game.
Matt Barkley, man.
Matt Barkley was drafted by the Eagles. Never really played for the Eagles. Played 1 or 2 games. The Bears picked him up as a 3rd quarterback. Now Jay Cutler's coming back next week, so Jay Cutler's gonna have to play quarterback position. Jay Cutler said that it doesn't matter whether or not the Bears believe in him; they're stuck with him. He actually said that.
He said that?
He said they're stuck with him for the rest of the season.
Oh, wow.
So they're gonna have to play with him. Whether or not he does good or not for the rest of the season, it doesn't matter anymore. Jay Cutler is a 1-year player for the Bears, and that's it. I really think they're gonna get rid of him one way or the other. John Fox is done with him.
Unless he wins the rest of the games.
That's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
They're 1-6.
Yeah.
Like their maximum, they're probably gonna win 4 games maximum this season. They're probably gonna be a 4-12 team.
4-12.
Yeah. Let's move on to the New Orleans Saints at the Kansas City Chiefs. The New Orleans Saints losing 21-27 to the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs are an amazing team, man.
I like them. I like them a lot.
They're really, really good.
I have massive
team.
respect for them, to be quite honest.
I have massive respect for Alex Smith. Now, this team last year, they ended the season on a 10-game winning streak. Last year, they finished their season 10 games winning, lost in the playoffs. Now they're 4-2, but they have a really good defense and a really efficient offense. Last year, their offense wasn't throwing a lot of deep balls. This year, they are. Spencer Ware is having an amazing season.
He is amazing, man. He is amazing.
Play of the week for me, unfortunately, was Spencer Ware against the New Orleans Saints defense. Spencer Ware caught a ball. He probably broke like 4 tackles, made 5 Saints players run after them. It looked like they were boys playing against him, trying to chase him. They couldn't even grab him. He scored a touchdown on that. He had 77 yards rushing, 54 yards receiving, and a touchdown. Good for Spencer Ware. The New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees, man. Drew Brees is trying so hard to win, and the team around him is letting him down. Penalties and fumbles. Mark Ingram fumbled in his first fumble in 2 years.
Yeah, man. Reliable Ingram.
He is reliable.
He is, but yeah, he let you down.
But if you look at that fumble, that was excellent defensive play. The defensive player for the Kansas City Chiefs
punched it out.
Peanut punched the ball out of Ingram.
His name is Peanut?
No, that's the nickname for a peanut punch fumble. You know, where you punch the ball out of the receiver, out of the running back's hands.
All right.
I can't blame Mark Ingram for that. Just quality defending for Kansas City. I blame the penalties for the Saints for losing that game. Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, up and coming. Pretty much. Tyreek Hill is an upcoming player for the Kansas City. He had 2 rushing yards, 23 yards, 1 receiving, 38 yards. Not a lot, not a big statistic game, but he has killer speed. And the catch that he caught was a one-handed catch, touchdown catch.
Yeah?
He's someone to look up to for the Kansas City Chiefs for sure.
The Anthony Thomas is khalas. It's over for him. I don't know why they're not playing him. Just play him.
They are playing him, but he's not efficient. They're not giving him enough targets. He only had 2 targets. He caught 2 of them. But he's in an offense right now which is being run by Spencer Ware, Jeremy Hill, and Travis Kelce.
Not Jeremy Hill.
Jeremy Maclin, sorry.
Okay.
There's no space for him on this offense. There's no space.
If he should leave, where should he go?
He should go on a team that likes speedy receivers, like the Patriots, like the Saints, like the Colts, you know?
With the Saints, you already have Cooks.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. His only chance is going to another team right now. Michael Thomas. rookie wide receiver, second-round pick out of Ohio State, the New Orleans receiver. This guy is leading rookie receivers right now in the NFL.
Really?
He had 10 receiving catches, 130 yards. He looks amazing. This guy looks
And
like
he's quite tall as well.
He's tall. He looks like a 5-year veteran playing the game.
wow.
Very excited by Michael Thomas, and he is in the system that he's going to let him excel. I'm very excited about Michael Thomas. Let's move on to the London game. The New York Giants at the Los Angeles Rams. The New York Giants winning 17-10. The Giants are now 4-3. The Los Angeles Rams are now 3-4. Case Keenum.
We're not gonna be a 7-9 team. This season or our season.
They're going to be at 7-9
Yeah,
team
man.
for sure, man. Case Keenum, 4 interceptions in this game.
4 interceptions.
4 interceptions.
That's crazy. And one interception was really bad.
It was.
I remember it.
A lot of people are blaming
Really,
Case
really
Keenum
bad.
for that interception, but if you look at the highlight of that interception, you see a wide receiver not running his route. And Case Keenum thinking the receiver's going to run his route, not looking the direction the receiver's in, and just throwing the ball in that direction, hoping the receiver's going to be there.
It's still
and
his
the
fault.
receiver wasn't there.
Still his fault.
Both of their faults.
Okay.
I blame both of them.
But as a quarterback, you see a receiver not running his route, خلاص, don't throw it.
Yeah, you got to look before you throw. You got to look before you throw. If you have a quarterback doing that, you might as well start Jared Goff.
Yeah, that's
Whether he's ready or not,
that's a rookie mistake.
that is, and he's not even a rookie.
Yeah, he's not.
So you might as well play the rookie who's not ready yet, right?
Yeah.
Todd Gurley. Let's talk a bit about Todd Gurley.
Let's talk about. I'll let you talk about.
15 carries, 57 yards. Todd Gurley
That's awful. Man.
hasn't had a 100-yard game in a really long time.
Not whole season.
Yeah. Why is that happening?
Because like what?
Jeff Fisher.
Is he having a hangover year?
No,
Like his rookie year was
Like if-
amazing. This year is not amazing.
Now, when defenses play against Todd Gurley, they're putting 8 men in the box. What does that mean, putting 8 men in the box? You have 4 defensive linemen and 4 linebackers, or 3 linebackers and a safety. You're expecting they're going to run the ball, and you're putting a lot of players in front of the line of scrimmage to stop the run. And when they're in running formations, that it is expected for them to run the ball. So Todd Gurley isn't being given a chance. They're not disguising their offense enough for him. Everyone knows he's going to run when he runs.
That's with a lot of teams as well, and with a lot of running backs.
But
he's
they
not
do
the best
well.
running backs ever. Like he's not the best running back ever. Like teams know when like a good running back is gonna run.
Yes.
So they know, and they do
Exactly.
the exact same thing, but
Yes.
he produces.
Right. But
Gurley is not producing. He's not
okay,
efficient.
okay. Adrian Peterson, when he plays, everyone knows they're going to run the ball when he's about to run it. They put 8 men in the box. They're going to prevent him from running the ball. But what happens? The offensive line makes sure that they get their blocking assignment right. They make sure they're blocking the 8 men. There's 8 men on the offense blocking the 8 men on defense, giving Adrian Peterson a chance to do his thing. Even if one defender is loose, Adrian Peterson has a chance to get past that defender.
Okay.
But if you look at Todd Gurley running against teams, they're not blocking for him. There's always more than one defender going at him. He's always at a disadvantage.
So the offensive line is shitty.
You can say that, but I think the offensive
the only
scheme isn't helping him. They're not helping him do well. They're expecting him to do miracles every time he runs the ball, and it's not fair.
And he's not doing. Like no miracles have happened all
Yeah.
year. But to be quite honest, even if the offensive line is not that good, like if he's like a class A top tier running back, and like an elite running back, he should perform like a miracle. Like in like how many?
Once,
games?
one
Like 7
one
games?
play, yeah,
7 games.
7 games.
Like one.
I agree with you to a certain extent. But if you put him with the Cowboys and the offensive line that they have, I guarantee you he'll be doing as good as Ezekiel Elliott, and maybe even better. If you give him the opportunity, he will do it. But you need to give him the opportunity. The Giants' offense is not happening this season at all. Eli Manning didn't even throw for 200 yards. He didn't even have a touchdown this game. I don't know what's happening with the Giants' offense this year. Ben McAdoo was the offensive coordinator last year. Now he's the head coach. Maybe he has too many responsibilities. Maybe he's not helping his offense a lot. But the Giants need to start clicking because they look like they will not be able to beat the big teams. And when you have the Cowboys and the Eagles in your division...
How Odell Beckham injured, don't they?
Odell Beckham had 5 receptions for 49 yards. You're playing against a pretty good Rams defense. That Rams defense is always going to give you a hard time. But still, the Giants, I'm not going to expect much from them with the way their offense is playing right now.
But they're winning.
4 games and lost 3 games. That's they're gonna have probably 9-7, 8-7 record to end the season.
They're gonna make it to the playoffs.
No. With the Eagles and the Cowboys in their division, they're not making the playoffs.
Absolutely not.
I doubt it. I would put my money on it that they wouldn't make the division at all. That they're gonna be 3rd in the division.
Yeah.
Even the Redskins might be on top of them, and they might be 4th in the division.
It's a hard division.
It's a very, very hard division.
It's hard.
Very hard division. The Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. The Indianapolis Colts winning 34-26. Man,
The Colts won.
The Colts won. Good for them. Andrew Luck had a fantastic game. He had 353 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Oh, wow.
Good
for him.
for the Colts winning this game. T.Y. Hilton, another amazing
I like him,
game.
man. I like him.
Yeah, man. 7 receptions, 133 yards, 1 touchdown. Hey, when you're giving Andrew Luck a chance, he only got hit 4 times in that game. That's what you need to do for the Colts right now to win that game. But
Who's shorter? T.Y. Hilton or Cooks?
I think Cooks is shorter.
Again,
Yeah, by like an inch or 2.
shorter. T.Y. Hilton is like a midget, man.
Well, Brandon Cooks is a midget as well. But they're both pretty similar players. They're very, very
Yeah.
similar. But T.Y. Hilton is like polished and accomplished. He's like a top 5 receiver in the league. Brandon Cooks is like a top 10 receiver in the league. You know? Brandon Cooks is getting there very slowly. He's going to get there very slowly. Marcus Mariota, very solid game. No turnovers for him. Good job. DeMarco Murray, another consistent game. DeMarco Murray is having a fantastic season. Love it. Love what's happening with him.
And you have them both on your fantasy team.
Yeah, and I'm very happy about that.
I dropped Mariota like an idiot,
And I picked him up. Thank you for that.
but he gave me Prescott, which is not a bad trade.
Yeah,
Which is not bad.
he's consistent as well.
Yeah, but I haven't been starting him. But I'm gonna.
You're going to. You
yeah.
have to start Dak Prescott, man. He's Batman.
He's Batman.
Batman. The Minnesota Vikings at the Philadelphia Eagles.
That was a weird
Minnesota
game.
Vikings lost their first game of the season. It was bound to happen. The Philadelphia Eagles winning 21-10.
But the Vikings, okay, they have an amazing defense, but they're not like they're not gonna go unbeaten yet.
They're not going to go undefeated.
No way,
No way.
no way, man.
They're not the New England Patriots, man. No way they're going to go undefeated.
Like what they've done till now was a surprise. Like that
Yes.
was wow, the
Yes.
Vikings are unbeaten.
Right.
And this game. You saw the real.
You saw the real Sam Bradford.
You saw the real Sam
Yes, you
Bradford, and he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, and the Eagles... Oh, watch your mouth.
Is this a swear word?
Yeah, of course it's a swear word.
Really?
Yeah.
I apologize.
Poop.
He's a piece of poop.
But hey, here's the thing, okay? The Eagles know Sam Bradford, obviously, right? So they know who he is. They know how to get him not to play well. And he had his first interception this year.
It was a weird start to the game. As
We
well.
are very turnover after turnover after turnover. Both defenses playing really, really good. These are probably, besides the Seahawks and the Cardinals, these are 2 really good defenses in the NFC. And this game makes sense. It makes sense that the Eagles won this game. Carson Wentz did not have a good game. He did not have a good game against the Vikings defense. But the Eagles defense won this game.
Vikings defense, man.
No, yeah. Still, they harassed him everywhere. I was really happy, actually, that the Eagles won this game. It showed how good their defense was. They hit Sam Bradford 15 times.
What?
Hit him 15 times, and that's why he couldn't perform at
15
all.
times?
Man, that Eagles defense is a scary, scary defense.
Do you know who I like?
Who?
Cox.
Cox.
Yeah.
From the...
Eagles.
Yeah?
It's pretty good, man.
Fletcher Cox.
Yes.
Yeah, he very good defensive lineman. Yeah, he's an excellent player.
Yeah.
He's a Pro Bowl player.
Yeah, I really like him. I like
Yeah.
him a lot. Yeah.
Let's move.
He's a big guy, man.
He is a big guy, man. You know, most NFL players are really big.
Like some of them are like, whoa.
Yeah.
يعني انتوا جايين منين؟
Yeah. How are you like this?
Yeah, and we're the same age.
We are like the average age of NFL players right now.
And they're like huge.
They're more like at their belly buttons right now.
Yeah, you're not even exaggerating.
I'm not. I'm really, really not.
And we're not making the same money.
Yeah, it's fine. They're gonna stop having a career after they're like 30 years old, so it's alright. It's alright.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns at the Cincinnati Bengals, the battle of the orange teams.
We both picked the Browns.
Yeah.
You believed they were gonna win.
I really thought
I did
they
it
might win.
as a pity pick.
Pity pick.
If you remember.
Pity pick, yes, I do remember. What a game, though, for the Browns, man.
It was a nice game.
It was a really fun game.
Yeah.
The Browns are 0-7 now. Good for the Bengals finally winning a game. They've been on a losing streak for a while now.
Like, what's their record?
The Bengals are now 3-4.
3-4.
Yeah, but with the Steelers in their division and the Ravens in their division, it's going to be hard for them to come back. But this might be the start for them. This might be the start for them to start winning some games. Their rushing game is finally back. Jeremy Hill, 168 yards, only on 9 carries. He had a breakout game with 1 touchdown. And Giovanni Bernard, 80 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Andy Dalton having a flawless game.
But the thing is with Jeremy Hill and Giovanni Bernard, like Jeremy Hill is gonna start from the beginning. He's gonna start from like the Bengals territory.
Right.
But when they start going to the
red zone,
Giovanni
Bernard, yeah.
Do you think that's fair?
Look, Hill is the thunder, and Bernard is the lightning. You know, Hill is the strong back, and Bernard is the fast, slick one. So you want the strong one to be more in the red zone because it's close yardage.
Because that's the opposite.
Yeah, and you want Hill to be the flashy and open space. And they're trying to do that, but it's not really working out for them as much as they would.
But it worked last game.
But it worked last game, you know? But I love those. It's one of my favorite running back duos right there. Hill and Bernard, very good combination. AJ Green, another flawless game, 8 receptions, 169 yards,
that catch,
1 touchdown. Hail Mary catch. He's being pulled down. He was being pulled down. Okay, what was the first thing he did? He was the highest player in the air.
They pulled him down.
Yeah.
And he like catched it, but he didn't really catch it. And like he catched it when he was on the ground.
And he brought the ball in. Amazing catch radius. Amazing arm length. So that's the Bengals.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about the Browns here.
The Browns.
Cody Kessler.
Hogan, what a runner.
Who the hell is Kevin Hogan?
I don't know.
Who is Kevin Hogan?
He's a rookie.
Where did he come from?
I don't know.
I have no idea who Kevin Hogan is, but he had one of the best plays of the week. He rushed for 100 yards.
Oh, shit.
And he scored a touchdown. The Bengals didn't even know who he was. They didn't know what to expect from him. And
he was a runner.
Yeah, he's a runner.
Even the commentators were like, what's going on?
Yeah, the commentators were even saying, I don't know who Kevin Hogan is. He's the 6th quarterback to play for the Browns.
Oh, wow.
Cody Kessler got injured. And he's probably not going to play next week. Looks like Kevin Hogan's going to play next week. 6 quarterbacks.
Man.
6 quarterbacks in 7 weeks, man.
That's unlucky.
That's amazing.
That's unlucky. You can't say it's their fault. No one can expect that, man. No organization can prepare for that.
If I was the owner of the Cleveland Browns, I would go to my personal trainer and be like, what are you doing to keep my players healthy? And why are they getting injured so easily? Because this is, our quarterbacks not being safe? Are we not protecting them? What's going on? To have 6 quarterbacks in 7 games, there has to be something happening.
I think that's a record.
It has to be. It has to be.
I think that's a record by a mile.
Yeah, because that's amazing. Like it's amazing. But it's the Cleveland Browns. They're here to entertain us in the most amazing ways possible. You know, like they deserve a Super Bowl by losing, by the ways they lose. They deserve their own trophy. You know, a loser's trophy. Like you are the best losing team in the NFL, and you deserve a trophy for that because you lose in amazing ways. The most amazing, entertaining ways.
What if like Hogan becomes a revelation and like takes the NFL by storm?
Hey man, I thought Cody Kessler was going to be a revelation. Man, I don't know what's happening with the Cleveland. They should go 0-16.
Yeah.
They should. Like, with the
Imagine
things
like
that have been
Hogan
happening.
is whoa.
He's like the next up and coming best quarterback in NFL history.
Yeah. And like it took like 6 or 5 quarterbacks for him to get injured.
Man, he didn't really have a good throwing game though. Like 50% completion percentage, 2 interceptions. I don't really see it. I think it was a fluke because the Bengals didn't know who he was. Next week, whoever they play, they'll be expecting him, and I think he's gonna have
After
a worse
one
game.
game, they're gonna know his style.
Yeah. NFL, man, things happen quickly. Let's move on to the Washington team at the Detroit Lions. What an ending to the game. The Detroit Lions winning 20-17. The last minute of this game was amazing. Matthew Stafford having 266 yards, 1 touchdown.
Stratford.
He had
Stratford.
Okay, so they were down 17-13. I love him.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite quarterbacks right now in NFL.
I want to be his friend.
I want him to go to a really good team who
Yeah?
need a quarterback. I want him to go. Where could Matthew Stafford go? The Broncos.
Yeah.
If he can imagine Matthew Stafford with the Broncos right now, they would go undefeated if Matthew Stafford was their quarterback. That would be
Yeah.
amazing, man.
Or the Texans.
The Texans, yeah, that would be
Yeah.
pretty exciting. That would be pretty
The
exciting.
Broncos or the Texans.
Yeah, he needs to go to a team that needs a quarterback, and because he's carrying the Lions completely by himself. He had 30 seconds in the end of the game. It was 17-13. Kirk Cousins just had an amazing rushing touchdown to make the game 17-13. They were down 13-10. Everyone was like, wow, the Redskins came back. They won the game. No way the Lions are going to come back. Matthew Stafford's like, all right, Kirk Cousins. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you who I am as well. And he throws to Anquan Bolden.
Anquan.
Very reliable player. Had a touchdown there. Good for the Lions. Very entertaining game. Definitely worth going and checking out that last minute because that is NFL football at its best.
I'm gonna name my kid Anquan.
No, you're not.
Yes.
No, you're not.
Anquan Abdo.
Anquan
Safwat.
Anquan
Abdo Safwat.
The Oakland Raiders at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Oakland Raiders winning 33-16. The Oakland Raiders are now 5-2.
Raiders.
Hey,
Yeah.
Latavius Murray's back. He was injured. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. Derek Carr, another flawless game. The completion percentage wasn't really there, but the Raiders are efficient and their defense is starting to pick up. They hit Blake Bortles 9 times, only 1 sack, but they...
How's Mac doing?
Khalil Mack.
Mack.
Khalil Mack had a sack finally, but Khalil Mack hasn't had that great of a season as he has last year.
And you were saying at the beginning of the season he's going to be like the next J.J. Watt.
Yeah, well, he had a J.J. Watt season last year.
Yeah.
And I thought he would be consistent, but he's not as consistent this year.
Maybe with the defense picking up, he's going to...
Exactly. Like
make it up.
Yeah, hopefully. The Jacksonville Jaguars, man, their owner doesn't live in Jacksonville, obviously, because...
Who does?
Why would someone live in Jacksonville?
Why is their team in Jacksonville?
Yeah, but he did something very uncharacteristic this week where after this game, he went to the team facilities and started sitting around in team meetings, talking to players, talking to coaches, seeing why the Jacksonville Jaguars are losing, because on paper, they have an amazing team. And it doesn't make sense.
What's their record?
They are now 2-4.
2-4.
2-4. They're now 2-4, and Gus Bradley has to get sacked. He has to get fired. It has to happen. There's a really amazing player, first-round pick. We talked about him before, Jalen Ramsey. He's having an amazing season. Rookie cornerback. He's shutting down receivers right, left, and center. He shut down Amari Cooper this game.
Yeah.
And he's shutting down top receivers week in and week out. He's starting to play like the hype that is around him. It's very exciting. Very exciting.
Richard Sherman?
Next Richard Sherman, for
No,
sure.
he's the next Jalen Smith. That's the kind of attitude he has.
This guy, man, someone was saying that he's like Richard Sherman on steroids.
Yeah?
Yeah, that he's even better than Richard Sherman.
Oh, wow.
Very exciting stuff. Let's move on to the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins won.
Buffalo Bills are starting to show their inconsistency. The Dolphins winning 28-25.
But they were winning until the end of the game.
Yeah, they were. The Miami Dolphins came in the fourth quarter and put 2 touchdowns. Good for Miami. They have a bye week coming up, but you know why they won this game?
Why?
Ajayi, man. Back-to-back weeks, 200 yards.
He's one of the only 4 players.
One of 4 players to do that.
Yeah.
The other 3 are Hall of Fame players. I know Ricky Williams isn't in the Hall of Fame yet, but he will be eventually. He probably might never be in the Hall of Fame because he has a lot of controversy about how he's pro-marijuana in the NFL. So the NFL probably won't put him in the Hall of Fame until they accept marijuana as a medicine for NFL players. But he's one of 4 players to do it. Mm-hmm. It's really early in his career, but to be able to do something like that is very, very promising. And what happened?
Is he a rookie? Or
He's a second-year player.
Second year.
What happened after he did that? Arian Foster, the running back for the Miami Dolphins, who they picked up from the Texans, he retired.
He retired?
He retired this week.
Oh, wow.
He retired. So many injuries for Arian Foster.
And he saw that and he's like, fuck.
He's like,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. I didn't really hear it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it really came out that well, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but Arian Foster, he said the NFL and American football is a beautiful, violent game, but I can't keep doing it anymore. And I think if he kept on playing, he would have still kept on injured. He couldn't keep up with his shape. And the Dolphins should feel okay with that because they have Ajayi.
And they have another one who's not that bad.
Damian Williams. He's a backup. He should start doing well. He could be a good backup for them. Buffalo Bills rushing. This is a team that runs the ball. They had 67 yards rushing against the Dolphins. The Dolphins did really good against the Bills offense. Good for the Dolphins. And they have a bye week next week. Good for them. Very, very good for them. The Baltimore Ravens at the New York Jets. The New York Jets winning 24-16.
They look like a team this week.
I called it.
You called it?
I said I have a feeling. I have a feeling the Jets are going to win this game. And Geno Smith was his first game to start.
And he got injured.
And
Fitzpatrick came back.
And he tore his ACL, man.
So he's out.
He's out for the season probably. So Ryan Fitzpatrick came back, and he had a flawless game. He had 120 yards, 1 touchdown. It was towards the end of the game, but the Jets ran the ball. Matt Forte, 30 carries, 100 yards. They ran it. They ran it down the Ravens' throat. The Ravens, 2 interceptions. The Ravens are now 3-4. They look like a losing team this year. The Jets are going to not be fantastic this season, but this is a very, very important win for them. Good for Ryan Fitzpatrick, claiming his stake. What, you're not happy?
I really don't care about this game.
At all.
I don't care about the Jets, and I hate the Ravens, so yeah.
But I'll tell you something that should matter.
Yeah?
Okay? Post-game press conference, Ryan Fitzpatrick was asked about how he managed to come back and win the game for the Jets. And he said, well...
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
He said, well, when the owner stops believing in you, when the head coach stops believing in you, when the fans stop believing in you, all you have is
when
yourself.
Muzzy and Abdo stops believing in you.
Hey, I love Fitzpatrick, dude.
When Abdo stops believing in
you. He said, when everyone stops believing in you, all you have is yourself. He took a shot at the Jets organization after that. He's been here before with other teams where they stopped believing in him. When he was with the Bills, they stopped believing in him. When he was with the Texans, they stopped believing in him and he got benched. It happened again, 3rd time.
Yeah, because he was shitty.
He threw a lot of interceptions.
And you were bad, so don't throw, admit it. Okay, people stop believing in you because you were bad.
Yeah.
Stop whining.
Yeah.
You didn't have an amazing game. You just performed. Yeah, and this pisses me off.
Wow.
To be quite honest.
This is the first time I see you get affected this much by a quarterback.
Because he's whining. He's whining when he deserved it.
Yeah, but he's like he's a Harvard graduate, dude.
Who cares?
He's smart. He's quarterback.
I'm smart. If I mess up, if I perform badly, I'm gonna get marginalized.
Maybe this was a wake-up call for him as well. Maybe this had to happen.
And like you said, it happened before with two teams before that one.
Yeah.
So get in shape, man, and stop whining.
Exactly.
Perform. If you perform, that's not gonna happen.
I agree with you completely.
خلاص يعني be a man.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the San Francisco 49ers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning 34-17. Man, the San Francisco 49ers are now 1-6. They started the season. Remember the first game of the season where they won?
Yeah.
And they shut out
The Rams.
They shut out the Rams. And I was like, oh, they might look like a good team. And then 6-game losing streak. Wow. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are now 3-3. Jameis Winston had an interception, but he had a good game. 3 touchdowns, 270 yards. Jacquizz Rodgers.
Jacquizz.
What a name. 150.
I'm gonna name my kid Jacquizz.
What are you gonna name your other kid, your second kid?
Yeah, I'll have 6. So
6, okay.
Jacquizz Abdo Saffout.
Jacquizz Abdo Saffout and Anquan Abdo Saffout.
Oh.
That's a pretty good collection of names
Yeah.
there, man. I hope your future wife agrees with that.
She doesn't have a say.
Colin Kaepernick didn't have a great game, but he had a very good rushing game. 143 yards throwing, 84 yards rushing. But when you have a team like the San Francisco 49ers, I can't blame him completely. But he got hit 11 times.
Who got hit 11 times?
Colin Kaepernick got hit 11 times.
With them guns?
With them guns.
Like he should, get out of here.
Get out
of here.
Yeah, man. The 49ers, man.
Kaepernick, man. Is he going to retire?
No.
No? He's going to get,
He's going to play 1 year. They're going to suck this year. They're going to let him go. Maybe another team will pick him up. Maybe they won't. Maybe he needs to go to the Browns.
Browns? حرام عليك. لا حرام عليك for the Browns.
San Diego Chargers at the Atlanta Falcons. What? Woo! San Diego Chargers winning 33-30. Atlanta Falcons lost to the San Diego Chargers. The San Diego Chargers are now 3-4. Atlanta Falcons are now 4-3. Now let's put something into perspective, okay? San Diego Chargers lost 4 games that were very, very close. And why did they lose those 4 games that were very, very close?
Because they messed up at the end.
Yes, they choked. Whether it was an interception, whether it was a fumble, whether it was a bad snap, they were mistakes that were completely avoidable, that had nothing to do with the defense that they were playing against. So if they did not choke those 4 games,
they would have been unbeaten.
They would have been unbeaten, dude.
And they went unnoticed, under the grid.
Yeah, completely.
Under the grid, they're building a really good team.
Man, they beat the Broncos, then they beat the Falcons. 2 very hot teams.
And 2 very good defenses as well.
Yeah. The Falcons, man. The Falcons, they did well, and they were destroying in the first half. Came the second half.
Coleman, best 64 yards? I thought he was playing again.
Tevin Coleman had 64 yards and a touchdown, but Devontae Freeman had 58, so 130 yards completely. That's what they want. They want a combined effort from both of them to lead into something. But the Falcons are the Falcons. This game epitomized who the Falcons are. They start well and they end badly. And that's what's been happening with them this year. They started well and now they're going badly.
That's your hating, Morgan.
Yeah, but they are the Falcons, and this is what the Falcons do. Julio Jones, very consistent game. 9 receiving yards, 174. 9 catches, 174 yards.
It's like an average game for him.
It's normal. It's very normal.
I'm Julio Jones.
But no, the Chargers in overtime, they won this game. 4th and 1 for the Falcons in their own territory. They decided to go for it.
That's bad coaching.
That is bad decision making. Because if you make that, then you're the best coach ever. If you lose that, you're the worst coach ever. And they lost it. Gave the Chargers the ball in their own territory. Chargers got in field goal range, kicked the field goal and won. Shame on the Falcons, but they did something very Falcon-like. The New England Patriots at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The New England Patriots winning 27-16. The New England Patriots are now 6-1. Pittsburgh Steelers are now 4-3. Ben Roethlisberger was injured, did not play this game. Landry Jones was playing.
Landry Jones.
He had an alright game. 281 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Not bad.
Not bad for a backup.
Is he, how old
He's pretty young. He's pretty young, yeah. In his 4th, 5th year. But when you're playing against the Patriots, it's hard to win that game.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Definitely, man.
LeGarrette Blount, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Guys, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I had a gentleman agreement.
With who?
with Muzzy.
With me.
With Muzz.
With me.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And yeah, and he proposed a trade. He told me, okay, Abdo, give me Amari Cooper and Vaccaro, and I'll give you a Blunt and Earl Thomas in return. And I said, I'm down for that trade. And he told me, I'm gonna go to work and I'll come back and we'll finalize it. And then he came back and he told me, no, it's not gonna happen. I want better players.
Things change, man.
This is not how men do business.
Hey,
this is not how men do business.
We were having
especially gentlemen.
We were having a conversation.
No, you made me an offer. I told you I'm down with that offer. Khalas.
I was testing the water.
You weren't testing the water.
I was testing water.
And I accepted.
Okay, alright, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I was down for the trade.
Yeah.
It was in between my work hours. My mind was everywhere. I wasn't really thinking clearly. And you're right. I did make an offer.
Yeah.
You accepted it. But after my work finished, and I looked at the trade, and I looked at LeGarrette Blount's production, and then I looked at Amari Cooper's production, I realized that I was getting the bad end of that trade. So I decided not to let go of LeGarrette Blount. And nothing official is happening, so it's within my rights to do that. And that's what happens. You have to accept. Like, if it was an official trade.
Not everything has to be official.
Yeah.
There's still like a man's word.
But it's fine. You found another trade elsewhere.
Yeah,
and now you're
Michael.
happy. And I'm happy. So it's
I'm happy. I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm okay.
Yeah.
And I got to keep Amari Cooper.
Exactly.
Who, according to Matt Berry.
Matthew Berry, the top fantasy football analyst out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. According to him.
Good for him. Yeah. He's gonna start performing.
Yeah.
And the majority of Mustafa's players are gonna start declining. So yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
what
But
happens.
I believe in Matt Berry. He knows his stuff, to be quite honest.
Yeah, he does. You know who I believe in?
Who? Jesus.
Gronkowski, who is pretty much Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Gronkowski, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. What a beast. What a beast. Just in general, the Patriots, man. The Patriots are like gods out there, dude. They look like gods. They play like gods. The Patriots, they're amazing. They're fantastic.
Patriots.
The Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals.
What an awful game.
No touchdowns. 4 field goals. 6-6. The Seahawks.
ممكن يبقى ماتش كورة.
Yeah, pretty much. A really good football. A really good soccer
Yeah.
game. The Seahawks are now 4-1-1. The Cardinals are now 3-3-1. I hate when a tie happens. Because
And Carson Palmer threw 342 yards.
and couldn't score.
And
Couldn't
0
score.
touchdowns.
David Johnson, 113 yards. couldn't
Is that
score.
a record? That must be a record.
No.
Someone throwing that much yards with zero touchdowns.
No, that's probably happened before. But that's just
Like top 5.
excellent defense right there. Amazing defense.
Excelente.
Whenever a team would get in another team's territory, the defense would step up, force the field goal, punts like crazy. This game went into overtime, and no one still couldn't score. An amazing field goal block happened. Bobby Wagner, the Seahawks linebacker, jumped over the line of scrimmage, jumped over the offensive lineman, and blocked the kick to save the game. John Ryan, the Seattle punter, punted 9 times. The Arizona punter punted 6 times. 15 punts in this game. That shows how good defensive play was in that game.
Crazy game.
Crazy game.
Crazy cupcakes.
Houston Texans at the Denver Broncos, the Monday night game.
The Broncos got destroyed.
The Broncos destroyed the Texans 27-9. Brock Osweiler.
They said that they're gonna destroy him. They're gonna eat him up.
Dude. They did.
And they
131 yards, no touchdowns.
ما كانش يجي أصلا.
Yeah,
130
like
yards.
and
أنت جيت ليه؟
the Denver Broncos.
ده مين أصلا؟
Denver Broncos fans were booing him like crazy. This is a $72 million quarterback. That was his contract.
That's his contract?
72 million.
With the Texans?
With the Texans. Half of it was guaranteed. Half of it is going along with the remaining years of his contract.
$72 million?
The head coach saying that he needs to play better, recognizing that yes, he could play better, but the Denver Broncos defense had to destroy him there, you know. And he had a fumble where he was throwing the ball and he didn't have a good grip on the ball, so as he was throwing it, the ball just fell out of his hands. and it fell into a defender's arms. He had a ridiculous amount of plays. 3 fumbles in this game.
Whoa.
3 fumbles. The Houston Texans, it's just unfortunate. But when you play against the Denver Broncos at home in this kind of situation, what can you expect? What can you expect?
The Chargers won against them.
C.J. Anderson, the Broncos running back, got injured. He's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Devontae Booker, their
Booker
backup.
T.
He's going to be their running back for the rest of the season. A lot of people are saying that he's going to have an amazing rest of the season. That's something to look forward to. Yeah, pretty good week. You think so? No, I was pretty happy. It was fun, very entertaining week.
It was cool. I liked it.
Yeah. I'm very sad that we're heading into the halfway. This is the point of the season where I get very, very down because week 8, half of the season coming up. I just don't want the season to end.
Who does, man?
Yeah.
Who does?
A lot of teams are going on bye weeks next week.
Whoa, that's a lot of teams.
6 teams: the Baltimore Ravens, the Miami Dolphins, the New York Giants, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the LA Rams, and the San Francisco 49ers.
Who's playing?
All have bye weeks. There's another London game this week with the Washington Redskins at the
هو ايه
Cincinnati
خلاص بقى
Bengals.
في لندن جيم كل
3 London games this year, but this is the last London game of the year. And then
they should have one each week.
You think so?
Yeah, why
I
not?
think it's too much, man. You're making London games. I'm not really a big fan. Like, it's important marketing wise, but I think 3 is a lot. 3 is enough. Teams have to travel that, like, it's a lot of distance to travel to play a football game, and to spend that much time in a plane after playing a football game to play another football game and then travel back to the United States. That's a lot on your body. It takes a lot of toll on your body.
ايش يعني ممكن يظبطوها مع الباي ويكس.
Yeah, they should. They really should schedule it better. They should definitely schedule it better.
If it's scheduled better, I'm all for it. They should have Cairo games as well.
Cairo games.
Cairo
You know where they're playing in week 9?
Where?
In Mexico.
Mexico.
They're going back to Mexico.
Yeah.
First time since 2005 that they have a Mexico game. We'll talk about that next week because that's a really big story. But very exciting stuff. They're now playing in UK and in Mexico. NFL is going global.
Yeah, man.
It's going global.
They should have a Cairo game.
That's probably maybe in 50 years the NFL will play in Cairo. Because if you think about it, the sport here is increasing.
Yeah.
But they'll play in China before they play in Cairo.
They play in China?
Yeah, China has an arena football league, and they have a lot of American players playing in the arena football league.
Arena
Arena football league, like
what's that?
There's an arena football league in the U.S. as well, which is a smaller stadium, smaller field. It's really exciting. Arena football league is very, very exciting. When I used to live in the U.S., I used to go watch the New Orleans Arena Football League. Very, very exciting because players can get tackled on the barrier of the field and fall into the fans. The ball can get kicked into the fans, can get thrown in the fans. The field is smaller, so more touchdowns happen. And it's very, very exciting. And China has a very legit arena football league.
Yeah.
Very, very legit arena football league with a lot of American players playing. And it's fun because players celebrate and no one gets fined like in the NFL.
The NFL is getting a bit too much.
It's getting ridiculous, dude.
Ridiculous, man.
Michael Crabtree touched his shoulder last week and he got fined.
Why?
Because the referees thought that he was slashing at his throat and making an aggressive gesture. It's ridiculous. Roger Goodell...
Yani, you should see my face.
Yeah.
You should see my face now.
It's absurd. It's absurd that players...
Do you know what? It's
What?
becoming too American. Like PTA meetings. This is PTA meeting crap. Like parent association. Bullshit.
When you're a parent, okay,
Yeah.
because I work in schools, and
Yeah.
when you're a parent and you have a child at school, you're going to really... These things are going to make... Like, PTA meetings are really important. Parent-teacher meetings are really, really important. Because...
My parents never made any teacher meetings.
It's important that parents are close.
They don't give a crap. يعني
But you went to a crazy school. You went to a school where you
went
had
to
tests like
to
every
Schweifert,
day.
yeah.
Ridiculous, crazy school.
Yeah,
where parents didn't need to come because
Yeah.
the school was abusing you mentally.
it
You were
was.
mentally abused.
I was mentally abused.
I really
by
think
school.
anyone who goes to Troy Fett is mentally abused.
Yes, I
because
agree.
the amount of work that they give you as a child.
Like you become they produce two kinds of students.
Yeah.
Like A students who are like top class, and students who learn how to beat the system.
Yeah.
And I was one of these students.
So they produce like really good, like geniuses for society, and they produce, would you say, like criminals?
Not criminals,
Yeah.
but people who know how to beat the system.
But hey, I know a lot of people who went Trifet, and you guys are very smart, very
Merci.
smart people
Merci.
who are very successful in life. So they do abuse you in your childhood, but it comes in a good cause.
You always feel like you need to achieve. You're not
Yeah,
doing enough.
exactly.
That's how you feel. You're not doing enough because you're used to doing a lot
Yeah.
and always being under pressure. Which is awful. I
Yeah.
would never do this.
My
with
schools
kids.
were very like play first, study second.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or maybe that's how I approach school.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You're a B student?
I was a B student, but I never really cared about grades.
Who cares, man?
Man, I never cared about
Who
grades.
cares?
Let's move on to week 8 schedule.
Let's move in.
The Thursday night game, Jacksonville Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans. The Jacksonville Jaguars uniform is mustard poop. Blake Bortles
Mustard
coming
poop?
out. Yeah, it looks like mustard poop. You know when like poop, like dog poop comes out looking yellow? That's what the Jaguars uniform looks like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ew.
Very nasty color.
Yeah.
Blake Bortles coming out saying it's a disgusting uniform. It's very ugly. Very, very ugly uniform.
Come on, BB. You can't say that shit.
Who do you got winning this game? Jacksonville Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans.
Man, the Titans offense, man. Mariota, Murray, Henry. I love that trio.
Yeah? Tennessee Titans.
You know, the Texans right now, with everything that's happening with them, I really think the Titans might win this division.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can't look past them winning this division.
Do you think the Texans are missing JJ Watt?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Without a doubt. Having a player like him miss out, definitely. So we both picked the Titans for that game?
Yes.
Let's
shake on it.
We're shaking on it.
Yeah.
The Washington Red... Ooh, I almost
The
said it.
Washington Dancing Wolves.
The Washington Dancing Wolves at the Cincinnati Bengals London game. Who you got for this game?
is it a London game?
Yeah, it's a last London game.
ايه ده؟ اثنين لندن جيم فيهم واحد؟
No, last week there's a London game. This week there's a London game.
يعني مش
No, the Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans is just a Thursday night game.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So the Washington team and the Cincinnati Bengals playing in Wembley.
Wembele.
Soon enough, they're going to be playing in the Tottenham Stadium once that Tottenham Stadium is finished.
Yeah.
And you know what Tottenham is doing? Tottenham Hotspurs are doing because of that?
No.
The amount of visitors that come from America every week to Tottenham is absurd, man. Mark Wahlberg, Clinton Porters. There's so many celebrities going to Tottenham to try to get the American audience member to focus on Tottenham. It's going to be great. I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan, so it's going to be great seeing NFL games being played at the Tottenham Stadium. Very, very excited for that. This is the last game being played in Wembley. Very historic moment.
Whatever, man.
Who'd you got
Who
for this
cares?
game?
That's a tough one. Tiff, you know. I think the Bengals.
Yeah, me too. I think they're going to start winning now. Jeremy Hill and Giovanni Bernard are rolling, and so is Andy Dalton. Pick the Bengals.
They see me rolling. They hate it.
The New York Jets at the Cleveland Browns.
Browns. I want the Browns too.
Two very bad teams. Hey, we picked them last week. Are you picking them this week?
I'm picking them this week.
I'm picking
but
them
this
this
week
week.
I believe they're gonna win.
I'm picking them this week as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
shake on it.
Yeah, definitely. Game of the week. Game of the week. Seattle Seahawks at the New Orleans Saints. Why is this the game of the week? Because the first time.
No, the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Yeah, okay,
It's the game
but
of the
for
week.
we'll
Yeah,
see what
the
happens.
Eagles and the-
We'll see what happens. But I'm telling you right now.
The Eagles and the Cowboys.
Okay,
yeah.
but I'm telling you
It's the
right
game of the
now,
week.
this game's gonna be.
Yeah. And
There's 3 games that could be the game of the week. Okay, but this is one of
the
them.
Patriots and the Bills.
No, the Patriots. There are 4 games. 4 games. The Packers and the Falcons is another.
Actually, the Cardinals and the Panthers.
Man, this is a crazy week.
Yeah,
This is a very exciting week.
And Raiders and
Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah,
It's
this is a crazy week.
Kansas City. يعني لا, Kansas City, Indianapolis, and
No, really.
And like the Lions and Texans should be interesting.
Man, a lot of really good teams. But Seahawks and Saints are going to be a big game, okay? Beast mode earthquake run that happened was the start of everything for Seattle. Happened against New Orleans. New Orleans would go back and play in Seattle another 2 times, would lose. They were always very entertaining games. This is the first time that Seattle plays in New Orleans in this era. All right, every New Orleans Saints fan has been waiting for this moment because the Superdome is a very loud stadium, just like the Seattle Seahawks Stadium. So it's time for us to get our revenge. It's time for the New Orleans Saints to get our revenge against the Seahawks. And I really hope it happens, especially that the Seattle Seahawks played 75 minutes worth of football last week against the Cardinals. They're going to be tired. I'm picking the Saints to win this game.
You always pick the Saints to win the game.
Yes, but I'm serious. As an unbiased pick, with everything that's been happening, the Saints have to win this game.
I pick the Seahawks.
I have to tell you why I'm laughing right now. I have a cat at home. It creeped up behind me and meowed in my ear and scared the living crap out of me. Alright, let's move on. You picking the Seahawks? You picking the Seahawks?
I'm picking the Seahawks.
Of course you're picking the Seahawks. The New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. Are the Bills going to beat the Patriots twice this year?
Why are they playing him twice? Also?
Because they're in the same division.
You play...
And people in your division, you play them twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Who'd you got?
I'm picking the Bills.
Really? You're going to pick the Bills against the Patriots?
Yeah,
The Bills are going to sweep the Patriots this year?
Yeah.
Tom Brady's back. Gronkowski's back. They're going to destroy them. Last time the Bills shut out the Patriots. You think the Patriots are going to come back and let that happen again?
Maybe.
No. Patriots. Green Bay Packers at the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons have lost 2 straight games. Are they going to lose again against the Packers?
No.
You don't think
It's
so?
not going to happen. I think they're going to destroy the Packers.
You think they're going to destroy the Packers?
They're going to destroy the Packers.
I'm going to pick the Packers, obviously, because I hate the Falcons.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I feel like the Falcons might win this game.
I feel it too.
But I'm rooting for the Packers.
Yes.
The Oakland Raiders at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oakland Raiders have a tough road game here. Oakland Raiders have to be a better team.
Yeah.
Right? They're the better team here. And I picked the Raiders to win this game. I think it's going to be very close. Who you got?
The Raiders, man. I'm always in the Raiders bandwagon.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs at the Indianapolis Colts. Kansas City Chiefs are rolling.
They see me rolling. They hating. And I pick the Chiefs.
You picked the Chiefs?
I'm trying to find
With the
Colts. I'm never sure.
Yeah, you're never sure where they're going to go. But I picked the Chiefs as well. They have a solid defense. Their offense is clicking. They're going to give Andrew Luck a hard time.
And I think I'm going to start Kelsey this week. Kelsey.
Yeah, I think you should. The Detroit Lions at the Houston Texans. I got the Lions for this game. Love
Lions?
Stafford.
I love Stafford, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
San Diego Chargers at the Denver Broncos. And they're playing twice in 3 weeks. The Denver Broncos, are they going to let the San Diego Chargers beat them again? It's in Denver, man.
If they beat them again, it's going to be amazing.
But it's in Denver. It's not going to happen. I doubt it.
I doubt it as well.
Yeah, I picked Denver. Arizona Cardinals at the Carolina Panthers. What a game this will be. The Carolina Panthers have
But
a bye
the Carolina
week.
Panthers are like the Chargers this year.
But hey, they had a bye week. We can't overlook how good of a team they are. I'm picking the Panthers because they're coming off a bye week and the Cardinals had a very, very hard game last week. They're going to be tired. I picked the Panthers.
The Panthers?
Yeah. Who you got?
Why not?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles at the Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be a great game. Carson Wentz versus Dak Prescott. Now, these are 2 division teams. This is the first time these 2 quarterbacks play against each other. This is the future of the Eagles and the Cowboys. We're going to see this a lot.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very, very lovely quarterback rivalry to keep watching. I got the Dallas Cowboys because they're coming off a bye week.
I'll pick the Cowboys.
And they're playing at home. Yeah, definitely pick the Cowboys. But this is 2 excellent defenses playing against each other. 2 great offenses playing against each other. I'm very curious to see what happens. But Wentz doesn't play well when he plays against a good defense. But I don't know. I picked the Cowboys because of that.
We'll see.
Monday night game, Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. Wow. Why is this a Monday night game?
I don't know. So, See, I mean, it's gonna be like the Bears are gonna get destroyed.
They're gonna get destroyed, especially if Jay Cutler against the Vikings. They're gonna destroy him.
Interception bonanza.
Yeah, I pick the Minnesota Vikings, and so do you. Well, that makes up Week 8. It's gonna be a very exciting week. Gonna be a very, very exciting week. Try as much as possible to see as many games as possible, because this week is going to be very important for the rest of the season. Oh, I'm very excited. Very excited mostly because of the Seahawks and the Saints game. Game of the season. Game of the season. All right, Abdo.
All right, Muzzy.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, man.
You know, it's great having you around, I have to say.
Thanks, man.
It's been, like, we've been doing this for 8 weeks now.
Yeah.
It's our 8th episode.
I missed 2 times.
Yeah, but still, like, the ENFLP has been going on for 8 weeks.
And it's, yeah.
We be rolling.
They see us rolling.
We be rolling, man.
They calling us, and yeah.
Yeah. People be calling us and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. We won't give any,
Maybe.
yeah. Things are happening backstage.
Yeah.
Things are happening backstage
Big time.
with the ENFLP. Muzzy and Abdo are going places. The ENFLP is going places. We'll see what happens.
We'll see
We're giving out an Easter egg here.
Yeah.
You know, like Marvel.
Teaser.
Yeah, teaser that something's happening. Hopefully the deal gets done and it happens.
Hopefully, man.
Very exciting things happening. Well, that makes up our episode. It's been a treat. We've been rolling.
It's a nice episode.
Yeah, very great, very great. Thank you everyone for listening. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for listening to the ENFLP, the Egyptian,
ENFLP,
the Egyptian
National Football League podcast.
Yeah, that makes up. My name is Muzzy.
And my name is Abdo.
Who that? New Orleans against the Seahawks?
That's enough now.